Alright, so with Simpsons tapped out, going offline, servers being shut down, whatever you want to say, on January 25th, 24th, never mind, I thought it was the 25th. I wanted to try to take a look at all the characters in the game, or at least all the characters that I have unlocked in the game, and take a look at their skins and missions and all that. So, this is my next entry, which is going to be like creatures and stuff like that, for lack of a better word. Mostly creatures. There's some that aren't creatures, but I'll explain them when we get to them. In the last episode, we did Cosa Nostra characters, because I didn't really know what to call them. They weren't all just Mafia in the traditional sense of Italian. There was the Yakuza boss, and that might be actually it. But still. So anyways, yeah, let's just get into it. So the first one we have is kind of, I guess you could say that one of the more famous ones, or a semi-iconic one, is Kang. So right now he's in his Santa outfit because, well, it's been Christmas. But, yeah, so let's just take a look at his normal version first. So his normal version, I mean, right here at the top we have Go to Disco Stews. Clearly that's a mission, that's why it's yellow and stuff. We'll let him do that when I'm done taking a look at him. But he has that. He has Activate the Beacon, Go Skating, Crack the Whip, Read How to Cook Humans, Attend parenting seminars, Shop for Cider, Properly Season Humans, Obtain Anxiety Medication, 8-Hour Evil Laugh, Deploy the Beacon, Enjoy a Night at the Theater, Complain about Electric Buzzing, 16-Hour Evil Chortle. Wow, so just like giggling for 16 hours. It's kind of insane. Drink Hilarium, Run Away from Puny Humans, which is kind of funny. Why would you run away from them? If they're puny, they shouldn't be scary. You know what I mean? That'd be like us running away from ants. Like there's some ants running after you. Like, oh my god, ants are so terrifying. Buy groceries at a kindling store. Exchange long protein strings. What's that? His version of mating? Take a break from reality, and then he could also probe Homer, but that requires Homer, and Homer is busy doing something right now. That's his regular outfit, I should say. His regular look, whatever you want to say. I don't know. Anyways, outfit number one is a Halloween-themed one, Pirate Kang. Not too long ago, I had him dressed up like this because, well, it was Halloween. But anyways, this costume's missions were research pirates, so then he can get into character better. Walk on peg tentacles, talk like a pirate a ship, and find where the rum went. And then, as you saw, Christmas version of him, pine over Mrs. Koto's claws, assimilate into winter holidays, battle BS League, be torn over Halloween or Christmas, tune up Destructisleigh, and enjoy Christmas being over, which, at the time of me recording this, it is now December 26th. So Christmas is over. I mean, it's very early on December 26th. It is 12:55 in the morning, so it's barely the 26th, but still counts. Anyways, you can go to Disco Stews Dance. Alright, next creature we have. Oh, we see one right there. We could just tap on him and get it out of the way. Oh, we got a couple of them over here. Wow. Yeah, we'll just go in order from what's up in this corner, though. We have Jub Jub. He's that little lizard right there. You can't really see him. He's walking in front of that alien. Now he's under that devil guy. He's that lizard. Jub Jub. Eat insects. Enjoy a heat lamp. Molt. Flick your tongue. Sit motionless. And get judged. I guess I will have him molt. Do an 8-hour mission. Go molting. Lose your skin. Alright, now I guess this would be the last guy's wife, Koto's. I always thought they were both guys. I didn't realize they were a husband-wife combo. So anyways, Koto's. Go skating. Demonstrate superior technology. Read grade 4 science books. Yeah, you're not very advanced. Geez, you're only reading 4th grade books. Attend coffee meetup. Shop for cider. Obtain anxiety medication. Impersonate Kang. 8-hour evil laugh, half as long as what Kang was doing. Get tentacles waxed. Enjoy a night at the theater. Complain about electric buzzing. Oh, there it is. Never mind. 16-hour evil chortle. Drink Hilarium. Act harmless. Buy groceries at a kindling store. And take a break from reality. Alright, so now her Halloween costume was this fairy. Fairy Koto's. Secret glitter onto magic wand. It's kind of weird sounding. Flirt with human males. That's very weird. refine flirting techniques, observe cinematic fairy performances, and spread glitter around town with Smithers. Oh my god, I'll go with you. And now the Christmas version, which this Kodo should have been this as well, like Kang was. I don't know what happened, why it came off, but anyhow. Christmas Kodos. Mrs. Kodo's claws. Spike hot cocoa with Regalian whiskey. Bake Christmas cookies. Battle BS League. I don't know what that is, but they both have it. And I think a few other characters have BS League too, whatever that is. Keep the elves in line. Celebrate human holidays. And hang mistletoe. Alright, so I guess we'll just do normal Kodos since holidays are over, and we'll make you impersonate Kang. You're not going to stand there laughing like a freak. Well, it looks like you're just laughing like a freak anyways, but alright. Okay, next creature we have. Ooh, this is a silly one. It's a snow monster, basically a Yeti. This makes me think of him in Monsters, Inc. Ooh, what the? That's annoying. Son of a bitch, why does it do this stuff? This makes me think of him like in Monsters, Inc. There's also, what is it, Smallfoot, and what other movies have Yetis? I don't know, but those two are like the most famous to me. Anyways, this guy, he can go skating, he can take a cold shower. I mean, it makes sense, why would he want a hot one? He's supposed to live in very frigid areas, so a cold shower would feel good to him. Binge on ice cream, attend parenting seminars, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, back shift cleaning. What the heck does that mean? Bounce and do some volunteering. Well, this is kind of weird. I said, what does that even mean? But that is the 8-hour mission, so that's what you're getting. What is back shift cleaning? Okay, you're just running away, so I can't even see anyways. Oh, well, next up, very fitting because Christmas just ended, Grinch. Although it's called the Grumple here, but, you know, same idea. It's just probably for copyright purposes. So, Grinch has go skating, stalk around town, practice speech therapy, attend parenting seminars, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, prepare grumpily stew, grumple tea stew, die cursing the Simpsons or the Cindy Lou Who's, enjoy a night at the theater, complain about electric buzzing, play his grump drum, his grump drum, buy groceries at a kindling store, and fight Homer. That's weird. Fight Homer. Alright. I should put him on that one day. It'd be kind of funny just watching them fight. But instead, right now, you're going to be preparing a grumple tea stew. Right, next up is an elephant. Stampy. This is probably one of the goofiest unlocks I had. Like, I unlocked an elephant thinking it was just going to be, you know, one of those decorations that walks around town. And nope, he's got a full list of missions with him. So anyways, elephant can spray water from his trunk. He can eat a ton of food. He will never forget. He can try to get Bart's attention. He can make fun of the giraffes. I don't know how an elephant's going to make fun of giraffes, but alright. He can redecorate the Simpsons house. How's an elephant going to do that? Besides, like the saying goes, an elephant in a china shop, what's he going to do? Just run through their house and just destroy everything, and that's how it's going to be redecorated? He can get judged, and he can carry Bart. 8 hours, he will never forget. I don't know what that means that he's supposed to be doing. That shows him remembering nonstop, but that's what he will be doing. Alright, this one is now Cocoa Beanie. Cocoa Beanie, per se, I don't think is really a creature. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to just be like a mascot for a company. And it's just a guy wearing a outfit. As you can see, there's like eyeballs in the mouth. But since this is what I see is just this bean all the time, I'm going to pretend that it's just some kind of weird animate big bean and take it from there. So anyways, Cocoa Beanie. He can go skating. He can sell contraband candy to kids. He can give kids too much candy. He can attend parenting seminars. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can attend Chocoholics Anonymous. He can host factory tours. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. He can get beaten up. I think I remember that. I unlocked him a while ago, but I think that storyline was like the kids were beating him up. And he can buy groceries at a kindling store. Well, you're a chocoholic, I guess, so go to Chocoholics Anonymous. Alright, now we have our first alien. I think there's a couple aliens. This is the first one, number 51. Kind of makes me think of Paul, like from that movie, Paul. You know, the one with Simon Pegg and his buddy, Nick, what's his name? They do a lot of movies together, kind of like how Adam Sandler does a lot of movies with the same guys. Anyhow, number 51, go skating. Consume engineered meat product. Run the Stonecutter Daycare. An alien can do that? I didn't know that. Is that why he's called number 51? I never thought of that before. Does he have something to do with the Stonecutter religion stuff? Anyways, phone home, attend parenting seminars, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, drink fungal excrement. That sounds sexy. Enjoy a night at the theater, complain about electric buzzing, watch daytime TV for 24 hours. Okay, you're going to run out of daytime. It's going to turn into prime time and all that. Also, that is such a waste of your day. God, I hate watching like 2 movies in one day. I feel like I wasted so much time. This guy wants to watch 24 hours of TV. Ugh. Buy groceries at a kindling store and try to prove its existence. I don't think you have to prove your existence when you actually are right there in front of everyone and they can see you, and touch you, and talk to you, and stuff. Anyhow, be gross and drink fungal excrement. Alright, now we got Mr. Teeny. I'm pretty sure this is Krusty's monkey, right? Anyhow, so he has buy cigarettes, you know, kind of like the monkey could buy drugs and all that in the Hangover movies. Balance Krusty Burger books. He's the accountant. Refined Monkey Business Act. Buy nicotine patches. Oh, he wants to quit smoking now. Good for him, I guess. He's a monkey. He should have never started smoking in the first place, but... direct an exotic dance. Wow, it's weird. And go for a walk with Krusty. Yep, told you he was affiliated with Krusty. Anyways, Refined Monkey Business Act. Alright, now alien number 2. Like I said, there was more aliens. Space Mutant. We watched him before when he was following Jub Jub. Here he is, though, blobbed for a lower half, but then he's got 4 arms and 3 eyes. He's got a weird physique. Anyhow, he can go skating somehow, even though he has no feet and stuff. So I guess it's more like sliding on the ice with your gelatinous lower half. Anyhow, then he can sneak into a movie. Not sure why he would love movies so much. He's an alien, but alright. He can hide in the Simpsons basement, attend parenting seminars. I doubt he has kids. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can eat from a dumpster. He can sign autographs. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. I don't think he even speaks English, so I don't know how he's going to complain, but sure. He can go on a rampage around town. He can buy groceries at a kindling store, and he can eat a dozen bagels. 1, I don't know why he would want to buy groceries at a kindling store if he eats out of a dumpster, and 2, why would he need to buy a dozen, wait. I don't think eating a dozen bagels would be filling for him if he's going to eat out of a dumpster. And also, why would he want something fresh like that if he eats out of a dumpster? Anyhow, next up is going to be... King Winter. He's just some, like, ice guy. He kind of makes me think of somebody from those... Mr... what are those guys' names? I don't know, from the old 60s Christmas show. You have the freeze guy and the fire guy. What were their names? I don't know, but he makes me think of the freeze one. Anyways, King Winter, go skating, clean blood from his beard, even though it's just like icicles hanging off of his face. Get dating tips, attend parenting seminars. I don't think he has kids if he can't get a date. Shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, lure prey with a hot chocolate, search for dinner, enjoy a night at the theater, complain about electric buzzing, gnaw on baby back ribs, buy groceries at a kindling store, and go on a date with Miss Hoover. Desperate teacher, I guess, to go out with some icy, older-looking feller. Lure prey with hot chocolate. There he goes, running off, get that hot chocolate. Going to Cumbies first. Try to get as cheap of a hot chocolate as he can. Stupid house thing in the way. Alright, next up is Old King Cole. I don't think he's actually a guy. That's why I included him in this. I think he's supposed to be a just coal thing, right? I hope he's not. a person. I don't know if he's supposed to be a person that's just worked in the mines and he's all full of soot. I don't think so, so that's why I put him here. I could be wrong, but anyway, he can go skating. He can give a talk about coal. He can pretend to rule Springfield. He can attend parenting seminars, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, coal 911, try to be really scary, and blow coal. So I guess he'll be calling 911 instead of calling it. Next up, we got this crab guy, Dr. Crab. He's pretty average height, just goofy body because he's a crab. So he can go skating, he can burrow in the sand, he can crab dance, attend parenting seminars, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, steal uranium. Ooh, he's a mad scientist. Devise an evil plan and then reconsider. Build a death ray. Oh, okay, what are you, from Star Wars, building a Death Star? Go steal some uranium, you psycho scientist. Alright, Ladybot. This is a robot, like, makes me think of the ones from Ex Machina. If you've never seen that movie, check it out, it's pretty good. It's also funny because it's one of those movies that doesn't have very many actors in it. And two of the main characters are Domhnall Gleeson and what's his name? The guy that played Poe Dameron. Anyways, it's just funny because them two are in Star Wars. You know, Poe Dameron and Hux. And they're both in this movie together. And their roles are almost reversed. It's almost like Poe Dameron's the bad guy and Hux is the good guy in Ex Machina. You know, their roles are kind of backwards. Pretty good movie, though. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Anyhow, Ladybot, she can go skating, she can brush up on the laws of robotics, she can marvel at the outside world, she can attend a coffee meetup, she can shop for cider, she can obtain anxiety medication, she can play with cats, she can inspect the crime lab, she can enjoy a night at the theater, she can complain about electric buzzing, she can destroy humanity financially. I mean, she's a robot and can probably tap into that stuff, AI and all that. And she can buy groceries at a kindling store. Well, as a robot, she'd probably just steal them. But anyways, she's going to play with cats. Out of all these options, the 8-hour one is just to play with cats? It's kind of weird. What's she even doing to it? She's killing it. That ain't really playing with a cat. How's that playing with a cat? Just holding it by the scruff and like... What? Alright, sure. Alright, next off is Fatov. He's just I don't know. He makes me think of like he's a potato. He's a living potato. I don't know if that's what he's supposed to be or what, but I don't know. Anyways. Get a squishy sugar rush. He can exercise even though he barely has a body. He can watch TV. He can nap in the brown house. He can drink excessively. And he can dance with Homer. Another one that has something to do with Homer. Oddly enough, though, this one's not locked off and doesn't say requires Homer. I don't understand why it's different for him than it was for those other characters. But anyways, he's just going to go watch TV as a little blob thing. Alright, now we have Death. Which, you know, we all know who he is. Grim Reaper and all that. Even standing there with his scythe. So, Death, he has go skating. Reap souls. Select the next victim. Attend parenting seminars. Shop for cider. Obtain anxiety medication. Check in on the elderly. Sharpen his scythe and pay taxes. Pay taxes? Why? He's a entity. You don't have to pay taxes. But fittingly, he's going to check in on the elderly because, well, those are the next to go, most likely. So, have fun, I guess. Alright, now we got a Frankenstein. This is, like, Frank, who's a regular guy, but it's a Frankenstein version of him. As you can tell, he's got, like, bits and pieces kind of just put together. He's got, like, a snake arm on one side, but he's got a Flanders arm on the other side. He's got the top part of Frank's head. I mean, what's his name? I don't know, the Sideshow Mel or something, his head, and then he's got Frank's face, but then that hairline is weird back there, and yeah, so anyways. He can go skating, he can dig up new upgrades, he can show off new upgrades, he can attend parenting seminars, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication, He can perform He-Man science. He can stock up on antiseptics. And he's definitely going to need those, being a bunch of body parts just put together. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. He can calculate pi to 314,159 places, which I'm pretty sure what that number comes from is that's the first few digits of pi, 3.14159. And they just turn it into a joke and say he can do it to that many places. And he can buy groceries at a kindling store. So anyways, first off, we're going to have him perform He-Man science. But then something else I just thought of. There's another guy in the game who's kind of, for some reason, he's built goofy. He's not really an abomination like Frankenstein is, but he has a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg, and I totally forgot about him. So he should be included in this video, but he's not going to be. When his face came up, I forgot that he had that wrong with him, so I counted him as like a normal person who's already on a mission. And I don't know his name offhand, so I can't really find him and just like end his mission so we can add him to this. So yeah, dang it. Anyhow, Mr. Sparkle, we've already done this before. I think I did this in like alternate Simpsons or something, but at the end of the day, I mean, he is just a creature. He's a floating head. Well, right now it looks like he has a peacock body, but otherwise he's just a floating head. So yeah, floating big head too. I mean, you saw these other people walking around, his head, that's way bigger than their heads. So anyways, Mr. Sparkle, go skating, monologue against dirt, clean, attend parenting seminars, record commercials, perform voice acting for animes, enjoy a night at the theater, complain about electric buzzing, read some Huxley, and buy groceries at a kindling store. This head is going to make some commercials. Alright, now we got this squid guy. A sucker seafood concerned squid. Alright. He has go skating. He has commit seppuku. He has apply to be a culinary advisor. He can hunt for rare seafood. He has this 12-hour mission that I've never understood. It's nothing. It's just blank for 12 hours. He goes and does something though, but I've never been, I don't know why it's blank. Anyways, he has eat Osaka calamari and he has get judged. So anyways, he's just gonna hunt for rare seafood, have fun, there you go. Alright, this one's kind of goofy because he's not really a creature per se. This is Caveman Mo. He's not really a creature per se, but I included him because since he's a caveman, that means he's like a Neanderthal or something like that. And those people are excruciatingly archaic. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like people in the 1500s. They were still people. If you could go back in time, you wouldn't find anything too weird about them. Other than that, maybe it would be hard to understand them because English might have been a little different back then. But otherwise, they still look like a person like today. Where Caveman Mo should be, you know, super archaic. And obviously wouldn't understand our language, would look a lot different than us, maybe be almost like a hybrid between human and monkey looking, you know what I mean? Maybe a little extra hairy or something, because it's still evolving to become a Homo sapien like we are today. So, because of that, that's why I put him as a creature. So anyhow, Caveman Mo, he can go skating, he can fear fire, he can find a mate, he can attend parenting seminars, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication. I don't think a caveman would even understand what anxiety is. I mean, they might have it, but they wouldn't understand enough to realize that you can go get something that'll make you feel better. And considering, like, you know, the DNA and all that might be actually different with the caveman, would our medication even work on him? Anyhow, 10 bar, still. His whole entire bloodline, I guess, is to be a bartender who's always trying to find a broad. He can be mistaken for Mo, and he can prepare for the Ice Age. For the Ice Age. Kind of came out weird and wussy the first time. I don't think they would have been smart enough to prepare for the Ice Age, though. One, I don't think they would have realized it was coming, and two, I mean, they're just cavemen. I don't think they were smart enough to really think about planning and stuff. But anyhow, he's got a 10 bar. And his bar is way over here. In this cave. I kind of have other crap in the way, but yeah, his bar's right there in this cave. Anyhow, next we have a snake version of Smithers called Slithers. Man, his animation's not that great. He should have, like, you know, his body should be going up and down, like when a snake moves it, you know. Scrunches up, gets flat, scrunches up, gets flat. This thing's just like staying scrunched up and sliding on those 2 tangent points right there. Anyhow, Slithers. He can go skating, he can intimidate workers, he can come out of scales. Come out of scales. Okay, whatever that means. He can attend parenting seminars, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication, he can digest last week's meal, I mean, he is a snake. He can bask in the sunroom, and he can hibernate in the closet. Get it? Even as a snake, he's still gay. But he will digest last week's meal, which is coming up out of him almost, apparently. Alright, next up we have a unicorn wizard. Not only is it legendary in the sense of being a unicorn, but it's also a wizard. It has more magic than normal, I guess. So this guy, I guess, can go skating, can attend Merlinical Council meeting, can cast Glitterhoof, can attend parenting seminars, can shop for cider, can obtain anxiety medication, can summon sugar cubes, that's weird, can bet on dog races, can enjoy a night at the theater, can complain about electric buzzing, can drink own blood for power. How would that even work? I don't think that would even work. Like, if you were a vampire or something and you needed some sustenance, I don't even think drinking your own blood would work because it's yours. It's like, you know what I mean? That would be like saying, oh, I need more gas for my car, so you siphon your own gas and put it back in your tank. Like, that didn't give you more gas. If anything, if you drink your own blood, you're making yourself weaker because you're taking blood out of your, like, main blood supply, you know what I mean? Taking it out of your veins and you're drinking it, so now it's sitting in your stomach getting digested instead of flowing through your body, which now is causing your, what is it, your bones where's blood made from? Is it the pancreas? Or no, pancreas is for like antibodies, right? So I don't know, however blood is produced in the body, though, now your body has to go through and replenish that because you drank some. So yeah, I don't think that would give you power. I think that would drain you. It's kind of like with leeches. Back in the day, they thought leeches was a good medicine source, and obviously it wasn't, because it was draining you of blood, which drains you of your, like, power and stuff. You get weak when you lose blood. So anyways, and buy groceries at a kindling store. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah. So you're just gonna sit around summoning sugar cubes. It's a weird mission to have, but there it is. Just so you can eat them? It's even weird. Holy crap, you ate those quickly. It was a little pile there, and you just, like, put your head down, and then boom, they were gone. Ready, do it again. Oh, these are good. Gone. Alright, Count Dracula. I guess he counts as a creature, right? He's not really a human, he's just humanoid. So, that's why he's here. So, let's get it. Go skating. Take Paleo to the next level. Live with his burden, attend parenting seminars, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, play a tune, accept donations, enjoy a night at the theater, complain about electric buzzing, buy coffin flare. I didn't know he cared about how his coffin looked that much. And buy groceries at a kindling store. Alright, you're gonna play a tune. Oh, it's a trumpet. I thought it was gonna be like a piano or an organ or something, not a trumpet. His eyes, oh, they're closed. I thought they were, like, just psychotic looking. Alright, Shiva. We've already had Shiva before. I did this, obviously, in, like, the alternate religious figures. But, obviously, Shiva's a creature. I mean, this thing has 6 arms, and it's blue, and... yeah. It's not very normal, so you get to be double classified. So, anyways, looking at Shiva again, we see that Shiva can go skating, can take Parvati on a date, can balance consciousness, can bring BS to the world. Oh, that's funny. So the aliens were what was it, Fight BS League or something, and then this guy's Bring BS to the world. Can attend parenting seminars, can run the world, can fight Tarakasura again, can enjoy a night at the theater, can complain about electric buzzing, can enjoy some peace, and can buy groceries at a kindling store. Geez, this one has 2 missions with other characters, Tarakasura or Parvati, and I don't know if I have them or what they are. They sound kind of familiar though, but anyways, you're just going to be trying to run the world with your force field and doing all that crap with your 900 arms. Anyways, now we got Itchy from Itchy and Scratchy, the little blue mouse. So Itchy can go skating, he can work on killer lines, he can threaten everyone, he can attend parenting seminars, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication, he can be confused by this reality, he can shoot a scene, he can reminisce on past murders, and he can fight. Oh yeah, he can be Trump. But he's going to just be confused by this reality while he's pointing. Oh, so wow, he can be Trump or Biden. Right now he's Biden, just super confused. And then he can fight and be Trump. Ain't that something? Anyhow, the devil. I know I already did alternate religion affiliated characters, so he could have been a part of that. But since I didn't have him unlocked yet, he missed out. So I'm just going to put him in creatures instead. So he can go skating, he can play the violin, he can enjoy a breath of fresh air, he can attend parenting seminars, he can shop for cider, he can complain about lumbago, he can go back to hell, he can collect souls, he can enjoy a night at the theater, he can complain about electric buzzing, he can attend a viewing, he can invent new forms of torture, he can buy groceries at a kindling store, and he can participate in clinical trials. It's kind of weird. Anyways, go back to hell. Boom. I thought he would just like disappear in a portal right there. I didn't know he was actually going to walk somewhere. Is this a joke? Like, is it a building that's like, oh, I get it. He's in hell. Or, yeah, it's taking too long. All right, we're going to look at this guy, Xylem. He's basically Groot, a walking tree. So Groot can go skating, hit on a rose, oh, seal. He can prune himself, he can attend parenting seminars, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication, he can try local customs, he can activate plant scents, he can enjoy a night at the theater, he can complain about electric buzzing, he can request an additional pollen from home, and he can buy groceries from the kindling store. But we're just going to try local customs, whatever that means. I'll grow a bonsai plant and then prune it, I guess. Alright. Oh, you cut off too much and now it died. Wow. Okay, next up we have Gelatinous Homer. I don't think this is actually supposed to be a Homer because it wasn't one of his skins. So we're just going to count this blob as like a, I don't know, reanimated big pile of Jello or something. So anyways, Gelatinous Homer, he can go skating. I don't think he would want to. He's pretty fat and lazy. He can consume Krusty Burger. Yeah, the whole restaurant, not just the burger. He can consume innocent people. He can attend parenting seminars. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can inhale food. He can go into a food coma, and he can go on a hunger rampage. Well, you'll be inhaling food. Boop. Oh, an acorn came out. Oh, and then he just re-ate it. Okay, now we got another demon. This one is Old Scratch. So Old Scratch has go skating, sharpen pitchfork, attend parenting seminars, strut around like he owns the place, shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, flee violent varmints. Why is that a tongue twister? Flee violent varmints. He can always be closing. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. He can recruit a better class of sinner. And he can buy groceries at a kindling store. But for now, we're going to do the tongue twister. Wow, even he's panting right away. See? tongue twister for him, too. Oh, he's just running away from raccoons. All right. All right, going along with demon things, now we have Torture Coach. He's not red, he's green, but he still belongs in hell. He can go skating. He can oil his whips. Why would you need to oil them? That's kind of weird. He can attend parenting seminars. He can whip his class into shape. He can go shopping for a cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can demonstrate the proper nail bat technique. He can grade torture class homework. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. He can get in a hellish workout. And he can buy groceries at a kindling store. But he will demonstrate the proper nail bat technique. How to really beat the shit out of your students, I guess. I don't know. Alright, I think this is the last demon I have now. Old Scratch, the devil, and now him. Well, red demon, I should say, because obviously the other guy is too, but he was green. So anyways, Demon Mo, he can go skating, he can clean tables with hellfire. He can attend parenting seminars, he can relax and enjoy life, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication, he can accidentally scare potential customers, he can register on dating hell sites, he can enjoy a night at the theater, he can complain about electric buzzing, he can serve flaming moes for eternity, and he can buy groceries at a kindling store. Well, he's going to have to accidentally scare his potential customers, so it's not a good idea for him, I guess. What was this Magnesium Man thing? I'm confused about that, because it just gave me an option to do missions, but, like, what? Who is that? I think that's the fake Iron Man. I don't know. Anyhow. Now we got this Dr. Hot Dog. Again, this is probably just a guy in a costume, just like with the Cocoa Beanie. But from what I see, I just see a walking hot dog. So we're just going to count it as if he is a walking hot dog. So he has go skating. He has walk the dog. He has attend parenting seminars. He has make judgmental therapy notes. He has shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication, doze off in a session. What is he supposed to be, a psychiatrist? Why does he wear a hot dog costume then? That's weird. He can power nap on the therapy couch, and he can attend a psychotherapy conference. But for 8 hours, he's going to be sleeping in a session. So this person's just going to be talking away, and he's like, I'm not even listening. Alright, now we have Sergeant Sausage. Sergeant Sausage, I think, was a hallucination that Homer had. So he's not even supposed to be real. He's like an imaginary thing. Not really an imaginary friend, just an imaginary, I don't know, coping mechanism for when he's hungry or something. I forget what the storyline was. But anyways, he can somehow go skating. He can whip imaginary recruits into shape. He can attend parenting seminars. He can talk to his imaginary friend. How does an imaginary friend have an imaginary friend? That's like meta-imaginary. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can contemplate his existence, which is nothing because he lives in Homer's head. He can have a flashback to Nam. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. He can imagine eating himself. Wow, that's normal. I regularly imagine that. And he can buy groceries at a kindling store. Well, you're going to contemplate your own existence because, I mean, it's a good thing to contemplate. You really shouldn't exist. You're an imaginary friend. What's going on with this? Oh, that rocket's just a thing. I don't remember buying it. I thought it was my Magnesium Man or whatever that just transformed, and I was like, what? Why are you on a mission? I didn't put you on a mission. But anyways, now we got this dog, Danger Dog. Ooh, he's like Underdog. So we can go skating. He can save a kitten up a tree. I think that should be save a kitten in a tree. Up a tree is kind of weird. He can attend parenting seminars. He can strike a pose. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can take a break on set. He can meet with the mayor. And he can track down cartoon villains. Well, this makes me think of Bolt now. How Bolt thinks he's a superhero, but he's not really. It's just because he's an actor and the show makes him that way. Hey, that's funny. Scratchy's hanging out right next to him. They're both like TV stars. And they're both animals. Anyhow, next up we got McGriff, the crime dog. Only you can prevent forest fires. Where is he? I don't see him. These trees are in the way or something. Oh, there he is. There he is. Alright, you can go skating. You can meet with the Sarge. He can attend parenting seminars. He can investigate. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can film a PSA, which, you know, if it's anything like real life, he's super famous for that. Same as Smokey the Bear. He can speak at a school assembly. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. He can take a load off. And he can buy groceries at a kindling store. Well, you can film a PSA, bruh. Oh, wow, right here. See something. Say something. Slap something. Oh, okay. See something, say something. That's like the Greer Barnes joke when he's at the train station. He says, you know, you see this suspicious-looking guy, the employee over there, you go up to him. Excuse me, man. There's a suspicious-looking package over there. And then the employee, yeah, I know, I saw that. Alright, Magnesium Man. Not really a creature or anything, but as is, you know, he's not organic either. He is a machine/robot, so we're just gonna count him as some kind of a creature. So, Magnesium Man, instead of Iron Man, he can go skating, he can read about himself in comics, he can attend parenting seminars, he can go on patrol, he can shop for cider, he can obtain anxiety medication, he can avoid raccoons. Well, you should be able to fly like Iron Man, so I don't see how raccoons are that much of a problem. He can upgrade his armor, which Tony always does. And he can get groceries. Well, for once, it's not go to a kindling store, it's just regular. That's cool. Anyways, avoid raccoons. Two of them avoiding raccoons now. Jeez, him and the other one. What was it? The Old Scratch or something? He was running away from raccoons too. Anyhow, Hydrangea. She's a plant individual. She makes me think of like Poison Ivy from Batman. So she can go skating. She can sign autographs. She can attend a coffee meetup. She can fight crime. Would she, though, or is she a bad guy? I don't know. I guess she's opposite of Poison Ivy, then. She can shop for cider. She can obtain anxiety medication. She can sunbathe. She can yell at Cletus for farming tobacco. She can enjoy a night at the theater. She can complain about electric buzzing. She can grow a garden, probably out of herself. And she can buy groceries at a kindling store. Well, she's going to sunbathe. Oh, and it's kind of weird because for me, this is, like 1 something in the morning right now. Yo, holy crap, 1:34, man. I've been doing this video for a long time now. Last time I told you it was like 12 something, 12:55, right? So anyways, 1:34 in the morning. It's obviously dark. It's just funny to put her on a sunbathing mission when in real life, that wouldn't be able to happen. Anyhow, kind of like Magnesium Man, we have another robot. Only Magnesium Man might have actually had a guy inside of him, so he's like a costume. This is just straight up a robot, Donut Mech. So what do we got here? We got Donut Mech can go skating. Like Inspector Gadget. Go to Gadget skates. He can admire other pastries. What? Oh, I get it, because donut. I was thinking the robot. I was like, what? You're not a pastry yourself, though. What are you talking about? But yeah, I get it. Anyways, he can attend parenting seminars. He's a fucking robot. He ain't got no kids, unless they're counting every donut as his offspring somehow. He can take a coffee break. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can also avoid the raccoons. What is up with these raccoons? Jeez. He can vent to Lard Lad. He can enjoy a night at the theater. He can complain about electric buzzing. And he can pummel people with donuts. Which, this is going to be the only different time frame mission that I assign. It'll be for Donut Mech to pummel people with donuts. Because the reward is 3 donuts instead of money. And so that's what Donut Mech does for me all the time. This 24-hour mission so I can get those donuts. So boom, there you go. But just watch it. It really is plummeting. Like, lays the guy right out. Alright. Now, I've done this one before already, too. Orc Willie. I did him when I did the school employees. And I counted him as a variant of Willie. But, at the same time, I mean, he is a creature. He's an orc, which isn't even anything real. So he'll just be doubled up in here, just like Shiva was. So let's get it. Orc Willie can go skating. He can get his whip repaired. Jeez, you got him getting his whip repaired. You got the other one oiling his whip, which is weird. Anyways, he can also attend parenting seminars. He can whip it. Sounds like something Smithers would like. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He can buy a new belt. He can watch a sports game. And he can get kicked out of the gym. Why? Because he's too loud when he's lifting? Oh yeah, I forgot. Buy a new belt. Then the table shows up out of nowhere and he looks at them and... maybe this one? And then beats that guy. The vendor. Alright, now we had regular Drac. Now we have Taekwon Dracula. He can go skating. He can respond to fan mail. He can attend parenting seminars. He can go coffin shopping. He can shop for cider. He can obtain anxiety medication. He came out from hiding behind the building. That's good. See, he was hiding over here, but then he came out and it's like strikes a pose so you can see what he looks like. Anyways, he can iron his cape collection. He can demonstrate Drac Fu. He can get kicked out of the blood bank. Gee, I wonder why. And he can have a bat slap fight with Dracula, which requires Dracula, and we can't do it because I already put him on his own mission, which kind of sucks. It would have been funny to put them on this one together. But instead, he's just going to iron his cape collection. Alright, next up is another double. Ooh, and she's also the final one, so that's good. Video is almost done now. I did her as part of the alternate Simpsons family, Cactus Maggie. Obviously, she's going to be in this video as well, though, because she's not really a human and not really part of the Simpsons family. She is a cactus that's just kind of, A, happens to look like Maggie, and B, is animate somehow. So, yeah. Anyhow, I guess to recap again, Cactus Maggie can set a high score at Whack-A-Reel Mole. She can go skating. She can overload on sugar. She can enjoy her pacifier. She can catch a movie. I don't really know how. She's a baby. She can ride the carousel. She can learn by fun. She can put coins on the rails. She can get fit and educated. She can split a fancy mac and cheese. She can play with interactive exhibits. She can look for rats. She can wish cactus siblings would play with her, but they can't because they're actually just cactuses that look like people. Unlike her, they're not animate. But anyways, she can enjoy the desert. She can play with cactus toys. She can grow fresh needles. And she can go for a walk with her fake mom, Marge. But she will just be enjoying the desert. Sounds funny because nobody enjoys the desert. Which I have the desert way the heck over here. I was going to watch her get here so we can see what she does to enjoy it. But that is a long walk that she has ahead of her. So forget it. Who was the other one? I wanted to watch where they were going too, to see what was going to happen. Oh yeah, go to hell. Where is that for him to do that? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, and then there's that guy, like I said, with his leg, arm, and arm, leg. But I totally forgot about that until I was looking at Frankenstein, and it was like, whoopsies. Alright, I don't want this to be a bust, so I found that guy I was talking about with the arm, leg, and the arm, leg, and the leg, arm. He's right there. His name is Mr. McGregor. I would have never guessed that. I just scrolled through every character until I finally found him. Anyway, so his missions are go skating, try to put on pants. It would be kind of different. Well, maybe not. You could use your hand to hold one side while you put your arm, I guess, in it. But your arm wouldn't really help you too much. Anyhow, attend parenting seminars, go for a jog. That must be kind of awkward. One hand, one foot. Shop for cider, obtain anxiety medication. Yeah, maybe he's the only one that really does need that, having all kinds of anxiety from having a weird, messed up body. Try to paint. You could still do it one-handed. You don't need to have two. And you could probably figure out a way to make your hand hold, like if you're using a pole for like a full wall or whatever. Become a wrestler, enjoy a night at the theater, complain about electric buzzing, sue the hospital for screwing you up, and buy groceries at a kindling store. I guess we're going to make him sue the hospital because now he's going to live like this. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, he's not really a creature per se, but I didn't know what else to count him in, and he's kind of like, you know, a monstrosity, so That's why he's added to this. Anyways, that is it now for real. So thanks for checking this one out. And until next time, I said see ya. There he is. I thought he was going to run right by. I was like, you're at the hospital, bro. What are you doing? Anyways, yeah, see you.